Hello everybody, welcome to Auvbri. My name is Renee. Today we're back here in The Sims 4 doing another speed build. This time around, we've done a lot of the vampire stuff, we've done a lot of the werewolf stuff, and just the overall supernatural in the new world that came with the werewolf stuff pack or game pack. And I thought, you know what, I have this whole list of things that you guys have said that I should build, things I want to build myself. So today we are building the interior designer's house. Now, what do I think about when I think about an interior designer? I think about something very architecturally modern looking, very different. And then I thought, okay, so I need to find the perfect lot for this build as well. Where would that be located? And I actually started looking around lots in The Sims 4 that I haven't built on before, like ever. And this one in Strangerville came up. So it's on top of the hill with all of the other bigger houses. It's a small lot, but it has the most beautiful view, I think, in The Sims 4 at all, like from all of the worlds. So it's overlooking all of the canyons here with this great like red orange hue, and I just thought, you know, this is just the perfect lot. So it has some greens, it has like all of the nature, and I can really just, you know, let go of my inner modern builder and actually see what can we come up with that is architecturally stunning and different to look at, but also would fit in with what an interior designer would actually live in. So that's what I tried to do here. I created like this hanging house. So it's kind of like structurally, it's built on the foundation of one heavy weight from the one side. And actually decided later on to add a bit more structural integrity to the build, so it would look a bit more realistic, a bit more natural as well. There we go. And then I was just trying to figure out what materials can I use here, what would actually look good in the space, what would fit in as well, and what would maybe look modern, what would be the best use of materials. So this is kind of the build. It's one stories, but it's kind of like hanging over itself, and I think it's very interesting looking. It's like I think I've built something like this before, but this is even weirder and I kind of like it. I really like it. So it's even weirder than before, but equally as fun to build, and I had so much fun with this build. So in the back here we have the master bedroom. Now I tried to make this house very gender neutral, so you could move a female or a male sim in here, whichever you prefer, and it would still make sense for the whole space. So I tried to make very gender neutral color schemes in here and make it just so that you could just move a sim in here, have them be the interior designer career, which came with the interior designer game pack, and kind of just work from there. So that was the whole premise of it all. I also wanted, because of the amazing view here, I wanted to have as many big windows as I possibly could, but it's a narrow, that's not a word, it's a very narrow build, as you can see. So it was actually kind of difficult trying to fit everything in here and make it functional as well. So as I said before, I wanted to have a lot of windows so we could show off all of the amazing nature around the build, but also just trying to fit all this stuff into a narrow build was actually kind of difficult, because I knew I wanted to have an office area, I knew I wanted to have a fully functional kitchen, a living room area, I needed to have a bathroom, and of course a walk-in closet, because that was also something that I thought would fit in greatly with this space. So I needed to have all of these rooms in here, and with all the windows on either side, I actually had to make some some compromises for myself and actually decide that, okay, so here in the bedroom, for example, there's gonna be somewhat less windows than it was before, and I decided to remove the windows that faced the side where the staircase was, where people would come to visit and stuff like that, so they couldn't look into the bedroom. And that was kind of a conscious choice that I made to also ensure that the build was somewhat more realistic than it would have otherwise been, because let's face it, it is a very unrealistic build. I don't think I've seen any build like this before. I just like the whole idea of it, and I really wanted to also try and see if we could make it work like in a setting like this. Again, just going for all of the gender neutral colors, and I don't know, there's something about this like muted turquoise green, olive green, I don't know what kind of green it is, but I am vibing too hard with that color lately. I'm enjoying that color so much, and it's gorgeous. I mean, damn, I don't know why I haven't used that color so much before, but it's actually, I'm really loving it. It's just so good, and it's so versatile as well, and there's so many items that goes with it. Like the color schemes you can do with this color is just beautiful. I love it. So it's something that I think I'm gonna do a bit more of with this color, because it was stunning. In here, while I've been blabbing on about the color scheme, we actually finished up the bathroom and the walk-in closet somewhat. So it's from the bedroom, it's kind of a open concept. So I created these two spaces on either side where we used the support pillars from the exterior to actually make this into rooms, but it is one big room. So the bathroom, the bedroom, and the walk-in closet is technically the same room. I just thought this was a really cool idea, and also a good way to maximize the whole space of it, to make it look something like somewhat different than it would normally look. And then of course the office area. Now this was such a small space, but I didn't want to make the build any longer, so we just had to make it work. And of course I put in all of the interior design stuff that you would need. I also wanted to have this build or this room actually be a bit more colorful than the other rooms. So I put in the desk, I put in the interior design table, some more furniture in here. Of course we gotta cram it all in. And this is kind of where I feel like an interior designer would maybe have a bit more of a messy room than otherwise. And I thought that was a really cool idea. And then the support pillars here. I thought to myself, what if these were lit up by night, to kind of highlight the fact that this pillar here supports the whole build? And I also have some screenshots of it at night. I think it turned out so cool. It looks so good at night. And I'm also really enjoying the pawn tool lately. I think you can just create something truly spectacular and realistic looking, which I really do enjoy. And then it was just all about cramming stuff in here. You know how I do landscaping by now. I find a lot of plants, a lot of stuff that I think would look good, and I just chuck them in there. Like I go ham on the plants, and I always feel like, I don't know how, people ask me on live streams as well, what do you do? Honestly, I don't know. I have no freaking idea. I just stuff things in there. I almost spoke Danish there because I was like, I don't know. I just chuck things in there, and then it kind of works. And I try to choose plants that I feel like would be in the area. So here it's very tropical, very deserty, and I kind of try to match that with the plants and the vibes and all. So that's kind of what I do, and just blend it into the surrounding area. That's all I can really say. But I hope you guys are ready for some screenshots here, so you guys can stop to smell the flowers and maybe stop listening to me blabbering on. Here we have the build. I think it turned out super awesome. This build is on the gallery right now. If you want to get it, all you have to do is search my origin ID, which is Auvbri, just like the channel name here, and you can get every single thing that I've done, like ever, in The Sims 4. And if I build it on the channel, then I most definitely also have uploaded it to the gallery. And while you're clicking around, why not leave this video a like and maybe hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload or go live here on the channel with some live streams where we're building tons of different stuff. Right now we're building Croft Manor on live streams, which is very exciting. So why not hit that like button and comment down below what you thought about the build. Is it something that you're going to put into your game? I'm always happy to have constructive feedback. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the build. So just have a truly fantastic day with everyone in the world, and I hope to see you next time for another video here on the channel. Bye guys.